This office drama be juicy, and let me tell you, I am sipping it. I work at a Subway and we share the building with an ATV rental company. The ATV place is run by a married couple. The wife and the shop's mechanic have always been great friends. Oh, I know where this is going. But recently they hooked up and she moved in with the mechanic and left her husband. Okay, well that was just too quick. Wow. I just thought that they were just gonna be knocking boots or something. However, the husband did nothing. I mean, he filed for divorce, but that's all. Like, they all still come to work together every day and act as if nothing has happened? Oh, absolutely not. On top of that, the husband keeps saying that his wife and the mechanic are just living together, but not sleeping together. So he's lying to himself. Oh, he's in denial. Oh, man. Oh, well, you're just being dumb. I hate to be the one to say it, but come on, my man. We cannot be that naive. Do not put yourself in that denial because it's gonna be worse down the road, you know? The husband and wife have a son together too. Oh my God, who works at Subway? Oh, just come one, come all, come work with us. He's a great kid, but definitely has a hard time with what's happened, naturally. And to top it all off, the mechanic, husband, and wife keep coming and buying cookies from us and offering them to each other as peace offerings. Oh my God, here I am thinking that they all worked at Subway. When they're like, the son works at Subway too. I'm like, wow, we all just work. No, Joss. ATV rental, mechanic, like, use your brain. We all see them do it and it is so awkward. What a mess. What a freaking mess. I could never work in that place after my partner cheated and is with the person they cheated with. Guys, how do you stay working there? Well, I guess you stay working there because you're in denial and you think that they're just having sleepovers and actually sleeping. I work in a specialty and emergency veterinary hospital. We had a specialist, a veterinarian who has additional board certification and provides the most advanced care to critically ill animals. He was married to the head anesthesia technician and they have 3 kids together. Oh, they work together? That's kind of cute. We all noticed, I say that's kind of cute. That is also a massive scandal in some other workplaces, depending on what the rules are. We all noticed that he had formed a close friendship with one of the ICU techs. And one coworker even noticed that they brushed hands on the treatment floor, less than 30 feet away from his wife. Someone ended up leaving an anonymous letter in the wife's purse informing her what was going on. Felt like I was watching a vet med version of Jersey Shore where Snooki and JWoww left Sammy the note about Ron cheating. If you know, you freaking know. The note. That's all you have to say and people, the true fans, will get it. When they both came clean, he wanted to leave his wife for her, but the ICU tech was engaged and wanted to work things out with her fiance. The vet went so far as sending her messages via Slack and ultimately got fired for it. His wife found another job eventually, but in the interim and had to schedule the ICU tech on opposite shifts so they wouldn't see each other. Okay, yeah, see, that's where it gets really chaotic and messy. They're all still married. Huh? Really? And he regularly posts on Facebook about how he has the best wife and marriage. Obviously, we all feel terrible for his wife, who is an incredible anesthesiast, and 3 innocent children, but it was impossible not to discuss the drama that unfolded. You want to know what's annoying? Is that he's out here married to her bragging that he has the best wife. However, if that little ICU tech didn't go back to her fiance and stayed with you, you wouldn't be writing that. Now would you? And this wife, know your worth. Know your worth. Get out of there. I think this is perfect time to hydrate. Let me know what's in your cup. Cheers. A woman at my job got fired for dyeing her hair pink. Is that legal? So last week, the entire staff dyed our hair pink in solidarity. Our boss is getting so anxious about what to do next. He was incredibly on edge for the first few days, and lately he hasn't been showing up at all. He's threatened to fire the whole staff, but it seems more likely that he will quit. It's very interesting to watch it unfold firsthand. I respect that so much. I love that everyone, you're telling me everyone dyed their hair pink to stand in solidarity with this employee? Because you can't fire, if you fire everyone, literally, you have no staff, no company, no one there to work. However, if you don't, then you might as well bring the other person back that you fired, because the rest got to stay with pink hair. So you're kind of in a tough one. I feel like just bring the other person, be like, I'm so sorry. That was wrong of me. We gotta own up to it at this point, or you're gonna lose everybody. I had purple highlights at one point in time. I try to forget that, but it's a fact. I worked at a retail store where the bathrooms were constantly out of order. By law, the company needed to have at least one set of working bathrooms for employees. They had retail workers trying to fix the bathrooms rather than pay professionals to fix them. I called the Occupational Safety and Health Administration on them one day and forced them to actually get the bathrooms up and running. The fact that you even had to do that is absurd. When my boss told me that someone had called OSHA on the business, I pretended to know nothing about it and suggested it was one of the disgruntled employees who had quit. What a cop-out. Blame someone who already left the company. But we need a working bathroom. Let me tell you, I have cleaned a number of bathrooms back in my day. I'm not a plumber, I couldn't fix them by any means, but I had to plunge toilets and clean them. When I worked at bars, all the vomit I had to clean. Ooh, and then the Tim Hortons bathroom, if they got like plugged, you bet your bottom dollars I was in there. Ooh, I try to forget that too. What the? Wow, okay. Someone took a shit in the boss's office and it was diarrhea. Okay, what a statement. We should just end the story there. The boss didn't know who it was, but clearly suspected a specific person, and frequently tried to get a confession out of him in very strange and roundabout ways, including asking him what he had eaten the day this took place, in an attempt to discover if he had eaten something that could cause diarrhea. Okay, come on. This, as well as several other related incidents, led to the coworker filing a complaint with HR. I mean, rightfully so. The subsequent investigation brought to light that the boss has a history of employee harassment spanning decades, and he was recently fired. Okay, so it sounds like the boss deserved the dump that was taken in his office, but still, that's horrific. What happened? Who cleans? Like, I've got so many questions. And let me tell you a story that this very much reminds me of. In grade 12, I just told this story to my friends. Well, I brought it up to my friends recently. In grade 12, we had a student in my grade. For the grade 12 prank at the end of the year, he decided to take a dump on the floor in one of the bathrooms. On the floor. Thinking that was a funny prank. However, people were talking about it, whispering about it in class. It got back to teachers, janitor, whatever, and they found out who it was, and they made him go clean up his own dump. Wasn't that epic of a prank, to be honest. I work for a corporation where we have a generally easygoing and fun working environment with flexible working hours for the most part. Because of this, people generally tend to slack off, or our bosses will be very lenient about giving time off. Most of us have noticed that one of our coworkers, let's call her Rebecca, have been getting way more time off than the rest of us and better treatment. I recently overheard a phone conversation Rebecca was having where she said, "Yeah, I can come. Can I bring my boss as a guest? We're dating." So I guess now I know why she's been getting special treatment. Haven't told anyone yet, as I'm not sure how to approach the situation, but yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, how do you approach a situation like that if that's the boss? Because usually you would go to the boss, but it's the boss who's dating someone. Do you go to HR? What do you do? Or do you just keep the gossip and, oh, that'd be hard to keep in. Dating the boss. I mean, special treatment will always come with dating the boss. I feel like that's been the plot in rom-coms before. I used to work at this company, but one of my friends who still works there keeps me updated on the tea. Good friend. There's a new hire and she was always making excuses to get out of work, taking sick days and pretending that she had a sprained arm of all things. When she was out, everyone had to pick up the slack because they were understaffed. Well, they found her very public TikTok where she was making rant videos the whole time she was supposedly sick. She name dropped the company and was throwing F-bombs around saying, "I hate working here, I hate my coworkers, I should just work at Pottery Barn for all I care." Mind you, this TikTok has like 5,000 likes. So my friend casually sent the video to HR. I don't think the new person is staying much longer. Probably not. No, that's probably like defamation, slander, not gonna be tolerated. We did not have TikTok back in my day, obviously, but we did have Facebook at the time that this happened. One of my coworkers at Tim Hortons got fired because she wrote like an angry Facebook status rant about Tim Hortons and people at our workplace, like our store, and they printed it out and pulled her into a meeting and fired her immediately. And then she just posted an updated status after she got fired. During Christmas time, this old woman named Brenda liked to hide behind the Christmas decorations around the office, then jump out and scare people. A girl had such a severe panic attack as a result of Brenda's actions that she quit. Brenda refused to take accountability for her behavior and apologize. My other coworkers and I were so disgusted that we mostly stopped talking to Brenda, who then complained to HR that we were ostracizing her. HR did nothing, as usual, but tensions are still high. She recently tripped a coworker and claimed it was an accident. It was very clearly not an accident. All right, it is one thing to do pranks, and a lot of people have different opinions on pranks. Some people find it funny to be scared. Some people don't find that funny at all. In a workplace, that's a risky game. Also, tripping someone, that could lead to a lawsuit very easily. What do you guys think on the whole, like, jumping out and scaring someone? Do you think that's funny? Do we hate that? I think it's funny when I watch them, but I'm like, but then when it's me, I hate it. So that's kind of hypocritical. My coworker, 48 male, who I've, 43 female, been good friends with for over 10 years, sent me an email stating that he has discussed with me several times that he would like to keep our relationship professional and not personal, and that he would like me to honor his request. Mind you, we've both been work from home for the past 3 years and have seen each other in person maybe 4 times since COVID. After I had a mini panic attack thinking I did something wrong and reviewing all of our correspondence to see if I was inappropriate, it came out that his girlfriend didn't like how he and I send each other gifts in our team chat. Literally 8 other people in the same group. His girlfriend made this grown-ass man send me an email asking me to respect his boundaries, and he, being the pushover he is and probably trying to appease her jealousy, made it seem as if he'd asked me several times and I continued to overstep them. I have not spoken to him directly since filing a complaint with our manager. That is so awkward for no reason. Like, what an uncomfortable position to be put in, and your friendship now that you've had for 10 years that was just professional, whatever. All for nothing. All for an insecure, jealous girlfriend. Oh my God. I can't be bothered. That would drive me nuts. That would drive me nuts. Although I've dated someone who did not like it, that I had male coworkers, no matter what job it was. It was like, oh, another male got hired there. You can't work there. I worked there. I know that an employee is stealing. I work with fencing and farming equipment, and the stuff can be pretty pricey. I've had 2 customers tell me the employee offered to give them extra supplies in exchange for cash. Written statements were made along with major inventory discrepancies, and this employee stated that they receive hundreds of dollars in tips on any given day. When our loss prevention manager had the phone call confronting the employee about the comments made, the employee denied the claims. Loss prevention said there was nothing he could do since the claims were denied. So he's just receiving hundreds of dollars in tips on any given day. In tips. And you're just gonna let that happen? I guess, if you don't have proof. Do you need that much proof? I mean, the employee's admitting himself. Oh, I don't know. I feel like we need a second opinion on this. You know, we need to get someone else working in loss prevention, because that doesn't happen very often. Loss prevention is very strict in most of the places I've worked. Like, they won't tolerate any of it. No chances. No, we don't even need evidence. Like, if there's enough proof with statements and whatnot, goodbye. I have an older female coworker who will, in casual conversation, refer to her lady bits as her as her sass. No, you will not ruin this for me. You will not. No. What do you mean? No. Oh no. No. She made it very clear that's what she means when she says that word. However, during work meetings with people who don't know that, she will say the word sass as much as possible and glance at those who know what she's referring to. It's so uncomfortable. I complained to HR. She said I was making it up and I was a B word. It's a tense situation. That would make me uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable and I'm not even there. And it's not because I go by sassy and that I built a brand based off my sass, but not that sass, not her version of what sass means. Attitude. I don't know if I'm ever gonna look at that word the same again. This will sit with me forever. Oh, I really wish I didn't read this one. Stay classy out there and stay sassy. It's just not the same.